Hey there, creepy peeps. My name is Vicky and I like talking about horror movies all year long, especially during the holiday season. Holiday horror is so much fun. If you also like to talk about horror all year round, you should subscribe. So What a Wonderful Knife, which just came out on Shudder this past week, is directed by Tyler McIntyre, who also did Tragedy Girls and the Gawkers segment of VHS 1999. So going in, I was pretty excited about this because I like both of those films, and the Gawkers was a good segment from VHS 99, so I felt pretty good going into this movie. And also, as I just said, I love Christmas horror. As somebody who hates the holidays and works retail, it's very cathartic to see slicing and dicing along with like Christmas music and Christmas lights. Therapy is expensive, but Christmas horror is free. So It's a Wonderful Knife follows Winnie, whose life is less than wonderful 1 year after saving her town from a psychotic killer on Christmas Eve. When she wishes she was never born, she finds herself magically transported to a nightmarish parallel universe. With the murderous maniac now back, she must team up with a misfit to identify the culprit and get back to her own reality. In true Vicky fashion, as much as I say I'm gonna try and change this habit, I go into movies without knowing anything all of the time. I really didn't look up a summary or watch a trailer for this ahead of time, so I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna sound so dumb, but I'm gonna admit it because why not? I just thought It's a Wonderful Knife was like just a funny play on, you know, like a Christmas movie everybody knows. For whatever reason, I just like did not go in thinking that it was actually gonna be like a horror slasher remake of It's a Wonderful Life. So imagine my surprise. I was pleasantly surprised at it though. I love seeing the kind of like Christmas movie model, like how, you know, like it's warm and fuzzy and you learn a life lesson at the end, mixed with blood and gore and scary things. Like I thought the movie was a lot of fun. Lots of camp, lots of fairy lights. I'm there. I have to say I was really invested in Winnie's story. I don't want to say specifically why because of spoilers, but as the movie was going along, there was a turn that I wanted the movie to take really badly. I felt like all of the chemistry and the tension was there, and I was so happy when it turned out like my hopes were fulfilled. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I like literally like fist in the air was so happy by the end of this movie. It wasn't just that aspect of the story. I really liked Winnie as a character. I thought she was fun, and it was fun to follow her and Bernie through this movie. I thought they were really compelling characters and had a lot of great chemistry. Plus, of course, we have Justin Long. I had to wear my Spooky Astronauts shirt for this video, of course. I know his character is a spray tan piece of shit in this movie, but goddamn was it so fun to watch him play this dude. Definitely a scene stealer every time he's on screen. You just can't look away. I think it's mostly because those veneers are just so fucking bright though, so it's like you have no choice but to look, right? But I could have easily watched like 2 more hours of just extra bits of this movie of just Justin Long's character because he was fantastic. I have Catherine Isabel playing a lesbian. When I say that, like, I feel like a little piece of like my baby queer heart was healed. It was a part that I wasn't aware needed to be healed, but it just had, you know, it just had this healing effect on me. It was fantastic. Overall, I just love how delightfully queer this movie is without any of that being the main plot of the movie. It just happens to be so, it's just naturally that way, as it should be. I obviously don't mind watching movies where, you know, LGBTQ plus issues are the center of the story, but it's also nice just to see queer characters just existing, albeit in a horror movie, so there is some slicing and dicing, but there's so many queer characters in this movie though. It kind of destroys the barrier gaze trope a little bit if so many of the characters are gay. I think we found the solution to bury your gays, you guys. Let's just have more gay characters. Overall, had a really fun time watching this. I will say, if I can pick out a couple of points, I do kind of wish there was a bit more of the Angel Falls killer. Like that all white costume with the snowy background and all the Christmas decorations, plus the slicing and dicing. It was honestly really iconic. It's cool looking and totally impractical, like any good slasher getup. You know there is no way that the killer is washing out those blood stains completely and having the costume still look that pristinely white. So you know they have to have like multiple copies of that costume in their house somewhere. Incredibly impractical, but oh man, is it cool to see like the blood spray on the all white costume. It's fantastic. The only other gripe I really had with this movie, and it's hard to be upset about it because it's just like so beautifully queer, this movie, just existing, but there is a distinct lack of people of color. Without spoiling anything specific kind of along those lines, while there are some queer survivors in this movie, the movie does give in to another very tired trope. I was a little bit disappointed by. This is something I really should do. I haven't watched the trailer before sitting down to make this video. Obviously, I'm gonna watch it when I go and get clips for this review. So I don't know how much the trailer shows, so I'm not gonna say it in this video, I guess, due to spoilers, what I'm specifically talking about. But it happens pretty early on in the movie. But overall, all things said, I feel like this was a really fun, cheesy holiday horror movie. It's definitely made my list of annual Christmas horror watches. I'm probably gonna watch it at least 1 or 2 times, I feel like, before Christmas is even here this year. I have really had fun watching it. It was just a silly, goofy time with the ever so slight, like, looming ultimate villain of capitalism in the background. Love that. So if you are in the mood for just like a campy slashery remake of a Christmas movie classic, this is for you. Just go in expecting to have a good time. If you've seen It's a Wonderful Knife already, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you haven't already and you end up going to watch it after this video, come back and let me know what you thought. If you like this video, there'll be 2 more on the screen in just a second, including my review of another holiday horror that came out this year, Thanksgiving. So you can check those out if you want. I'll also be posting another video on Thursday reviewing another new Christmas horror movie that's coming out on Shudder, The Sacrifice Game. So I will see you on Thursday with that video. Until then, stay strange. Bye.